Hello, everyone, and welcome back with Budget with Me. On this YouTube channel, we'll go over everything as far as financial goals, monthly budget, weekly budget layout, cash stuffing, sinking funds, and overall just savings goals for the year of 2024. I am a wife and a mother of four beautiful kids that ranges from ages 14, 13, 3, and 1. If you would like to watch me on my financial journey, like, comment, and subscribe. We're going to go ahead and jump right on into our paycheck budget breakdown for the first week of March. Like I mentioned before in my previous video, March is going to be a very, very tight month. Um, just the way that um, my checks and everything and my bills kind of lay for this month is going to be very tight. I'm not too worried just because I do not expect or want to spend a lot of funds for this month. And I do think that Ramadan will also help me be able to stick to this budget. If I need extra funding for whatever, the husband, of course, is going to go ahead and help and support. But I'm trying to get myself just on a tighter and stricter budget. I want to become just a little bit more frugal. I feel like when it comes to even savings or my wants and things like that, I'm like, it's my money. I'm gonna do what I want with it. I'm gonna spend it. Um, and that's never no good because you'll start seeing the balance within your account start to decrease a lot more when I should be saving. I shouldn't be touching it at all. I do think that with the high yield savings account, it helps out a lot because I believe after a certain amount of time you start pulling from your savings, it starts to give you penalties. So I'd be like, they not gonna take my money, nah. So I do like that. I do have those set up now. Um, um, and hopefully we'll be able to see, how tight knit and how frequently I go in it or not, because I'm not trying to go in there at all. But I think that's going to help out a lot. That I set that up this year. So for that first paycheck of the month for March, we'll be receiving that this Thursday, which will be March the 4th. It is week 1. The total income that we're going to be receiving after that mortgage and that zakat, it's going to be $740. Just overall, just with the bills, I do split my bills. I do not cash stuff my bills as far as like my mortgage, my car note, cell phone bill, and things like that. All of these things is electronically pulled out of my account. I'm just going to put those little hashes there so you guys know what's being pulled out. All of these things is being basically automatically put on my account. Like I mentioned, working in retail, days move and run all together. Same thing with this being a mother and wearing so many different hats that I do not want to have to worry about these bills and then constantly being able to keep going back and forth to the bank. Me trying to squeeze in my one bank run a week. Sometimes that can be challenging. So it just makes it easier for me. I do also do a split method with my bills. So any one of my high bills, I split it within the 4 weeks or the 5 weeks, depending on the month. So that way I have a little bit more wiggle room. For me, it's a mental thing, to be honest. Not everyone does it that way. Some people does it within a lump sum, whenever that bill is coming up. I like to kind of just spread it out throughout each week. So for the car note, it's going to be $136 budgeted for this week. We have our cell phone bill at $50. Netflix comes out on the 5th at $22. And in gas, I usually just give myself every week. It doesn't change, just $70 in gas. I do not treat gas as a rollover. I don't keep the funding in it. I remove it out, and I am going to start going ahead and placing that into savings challenges, depending on what I come back at the end of the week, if there's any more cash remainder in the gas envelope. So for the cash envelopes, we're not, like I said, it's going to be very tight. So only thing that's going to be cash within the envelopes is just going to be the kids. So each one of them will be getting $5, which going ahead, and that will be $20. So if we go on ahead and we deduct the 740 from the 278, it's going to leave us with 462. So 462 from the $20 we'll be left with 442. And then we're going to go ahead and jump into our sinking funds, which is Sadaqah is going to get 5, family fund is going to get 6, and Ramadan is going to get 5. with the family fund, I'm just going to just put, it's going to be also just little amounts. I'm I'm trying to. I want to do something for their spring break, but then also the id is like that the next 4 days after their spring break. So I think I might do something bigger after their spring break, and then might just do a day of family fun. We might just go to like an indoor water park or something. Um, we'll see. I'll discuss it with their father, and we'll discuss. I mean, we'll figure out as far as what we're going to do for them for spring break. So that comes out to $16, which leaves us with 426. And then we go down to the 52 weeks challenge. $65 will be put into the 52 weeks challenge. Savings challenge, which is my $300 a month saving challenge that I'm doing for each month. That's going to get 65. Lena, that also gets automatic pulled out of the account. She gets $97, which basically is her car funding. My husband has the oldest son, and then I have the daughter, and then we'll do the same thing with the two little ones. But I'm responsible for her car. And I'm just going to go ahead and just start basically. I already have a high yield savings account saved up for her, and everything automatically goes into that account. So left after the 426 minus the 227, we're going to be left with that 199. With the loan, which is 199, we are left with $0. So that going ahead and hit our zero base budget, which works out just really well. Very tight. I won't really be needing anything as far as lunch and things like that. I'm going to be packing a lot of lunch, and then I believe like next Sunday or Monday it's Ramadan, so it will just be as far as making sure we have um, the food and overall just groceries within the house. Um, Total income will be 740. The bills come out to be 278. Cash stuffing will be 20. Sinking funds will be 16. Our savings is going to be 227. Then extra that is 199. Remaining $0. Um, so yeah, that's paycheck number one. Perfect. So also for the month of March, I am going to go ahead and be doing the no spend challenge for the month of March. So it started, and I believe it's what 31 days of March. I might be wrong. Link. Um, save. I don't necessarily really have a savings goal. I just want to, I said, just become a little bit more frugal. Want to be a little more mindful. I'm just a little bit more like disciplined. I need really, really, really some discipline when it comes to quickly just swiping my cards or just spending money. So already, I did no spend the second. Let's just color that in. And I did no spend for the third. As you can see, I kind of already done the relapse, the first and the second, the first and the fourth. I'm not gonna lie, I went on ahead and food. It's always unfortunately just food that usually really gets me. So I went on ahead and got some food. I went ahead, I believe, on the first port, a couple of things for the household that I didn't need. Once again, it was just a want. Went on ahead and spent the money. Um, but hopefully, we start to see more green going into the middle of the month and then all the way into the end of the month. And then we'll be able to go on ahead and see um, no days as far as spending, the days of spending in the equal amount. Hopefully, the no spend days are higher than the spend days. Reasons why is to become more frugal, to create discipline within myself. I'm a 32-year-old female. Like I feel like the discipline should um, have already been there. But the first thing is, of course, acknowledging that you have a problem, and that's where I'm starting with. No buy list is fast food, snacks, and no wants. Right? I gotta stop with the wants, because I don't want for nothing. I just make it just a want. It's a want. It's a want. It's not even a need. So that's on my no buy list. And exemptions is the kids, household things, and not more so as far as like um, I can go shopping for as far as throw blankets and pillows and candles. I just love those things. So that's not on the list. Is more so as far as if we need um, like anything that's not basically budget wise for the household. And then any like dinners if we want to eat out. And things like that. That I'm okay with, but not more so as far as like the fast food, eating out and things like that. So hopefully everything goes ahead and works on out. We're going to check back in with the no spin challenge, maybe twice a week, maybe twice a week. So hopefully we'll be able to see how I'm doing in my progress throughout the week. My goal is to, like I said, have more greens than the reds that's going to be on. I mean, the pinks that's going to be on this paper. And next, we're going to go on ahead within this upcoming week, cash stuffing, that weekly paycheck, and any extra funding or rollover that we do have, we want to allocate all of that extra funding over to our savings challenge. And that's all we have.